welcome to 4th and 1. Well, I always got it done. Tell your grandma, tell your granddad, Dad, I always got it done. I say now, welcome.
Come on in.
Okay, all right.
Come on in.
Okay, sit tight.
When you're 10.
Okay, all right. I said now, welcome to 4th and 1. Well, I always got it done. Bring your facts by the time before the rising of the sun.
Okay.
But this ain't me in a shotgun.
Oh. Oh. Hey. Oh. Ha. Oh, watch out there now. Oh.
Oh.
Don't touch the hat. Ah.
This is me in front of TV.
Yeah.
I said this me in front of TV.
Hey.
Looking around the room, I see Peggy in front of TV. The good, the bad, Double D in front of TV.
Okay.
Jimbo in front of TV.
All right.
I'm still looking around and I see BJ in front of TV. I said we in front of TV.
Yeah.
I said seashells in front of TV. I say this we in front of TV. Big Boogie in front of TV.
Okay.
This we in front of TV having a whole lot of fun. I like that one.
Yeah. The little slow, real bad.
You seen the tempo change, Peggy?
Hey, roller coaster. Your coaster.
This is me in front of TV.
Yeah.
Listen, life's all about leveling up, whether I just handle business on the field or kicking back in my zone. That's why I like to celebrate with cigars that match the moment. That's why I linked up with Famous Cigars to bring you all this wild deal. Right now, you can get 8 premium cigars for just $8. Yeah, you heard that right. I'm talking about premium cigars. Oliva cigars. I'm talking about Davidoffs. I'm talking about Padrones. I'm talking about Romeo and Juliet's. Handpicked for my fans that's worth over $80. Hit up famouscigars.com/Cam and lock in this exclusive deal. While you're there, check out their insane selection of premium cigars. All shipped fresh and fast from their massive 20,000 square foot humidor. That's half a football field, y'all. Famous Cigars has been in the game since 1939 and still family owned. If you know me, you know family means everything. So celebrate every win with my friends at Famous. 8 cigars for $8. famouscigars.com/. This right here, this right here, hey, you right there, this is my go-to snack, the wonderful pistachios. They call it the don't hold back snack for good reason.
These ain't your regular pistachios. I'm talking flavors like honey roasted, chili roasted, and jalapeno lime. And each serving has 6 grams of protein and 0 grams of regret.
You want a classic crack of the shell? Go with the in shell. Prefer no mess? Grab the no-show bag and you're good to go.
Whether we're in the studio, traveling, or just need something quick, this is always in the rotation.
So don't hold back. Visit wonderfulpistachios.com to learn more about this don't hold back snack. Now here we go, first down. Viral moment of the week. Let's see what we got.
LSU, what should we do? We're going to let Brian Kelly go. It is the end of an era in Baton Rouge. Now, Cam, everybody been having their eyes on Brian Kelly, the former coach at LSU. But we have turned the tide to the AD of LSU, Mr. Scott Woodward. All right, and so Scott Woodward is the AD of LSU, but he was with Texas A&M before, and we have to hear this story about why we should be pointing the blame on the AD and not just the coaches.
My question is, I knew he wasn't a guy. A lot of people, I'm not going to be the only one who took this take. It's like you get a fake Louisiana accent, all this. So whoever fired him, whoever hired him, was it the AD? Is this still the same AD? Because this should not be just Brian Kelly's see you later. Whoever was involved in hiring this guy should be gone.
This is the same guy who hired Jimbo at A&M and gave him a $75 million buyout. Now he does it at LSU. I don't know how much the buyout is going to end up being, but the same guy that gave Texas A&M program to Jimbo Fisher gave the LSU program to Brian Kelly. Same guy, T-Bob.
I know. Dave, what's your reaction to learning?
Are we not saying
Woodward? Woodward. Excuse me.
It's Scott Woodward. He's been a long-time AD working his way up through Washington to A&M and then back home to LSU. He's an LSU
So this guy still has a job today?
He still has a job today. Now,
Pause right there, Peggy. See, this is the thing that for years, and I mean for years, maybe even centuries, that's been taking place. See, we always critique the person that's in front of the camera, but we don't never talk about the person that's behind the decision.
How did you get there, my brother?
When I was on First Take, man, and one of the executive producers by way of Stephen Anthony made it a point. We need to see this guy.
Yeah, who are you?
Because for the longest, and not just this guy who's the athletic director, because he done hockeyed down his leg with some of the decisions that he done made, and it ain't turned out too good.
Yeah, not one time.
Somebody got to answer these questions. He don't have to speak to the media. He don't have to speak in regards to the decisions that he make. All he does as the athletic director, in some cases, it looks just like you always introducing. And on behalf of the Blase Blah Athletic Association, we would like to welcome new head coach, But brother, we need you to about face your ass right back to the forefront and answer some of these doggone questions. Yes. Because what you've been able to do is rob, and I mean rob people blind without a gun. Without a knife and taking all the funds.
Pockets empty.
Boy, this is a Ponzi scheme. Boy, this is a dog. And I'm trying to be nice.
Yeah.
We got to look into that.
We got to look into
I'm talking about with all our eyes.
Yeah.
Because some don't smell too good.
Right. No, I don't.
Something is up. They in cahoots.
Yeah, they in cahoots, brother. And
They got something going on there.
Well, I mean, he hired him, so he fired him, but you got to hold him accountable because even a tweet, Jeff Goodman tweeted and said, so let me get this straight. LSU Athletic Director Scott Woodward hired Jimbo Fisher at Texas A&M and also Brian Kelly at LSU. Both were fired, and the schools have to pay a $130 million buyout, and he still has a job. Now, his annual salary is $1.5 million, but he's costing the school $130 million. Now that don't make sense, brother.
The math ain't math.
The math ain't math. Now they're winning in other sports at LSU, like baseball or in other sports, but that don't bring in the type of money, and those coaches don't get paid like football coaches get paid. So, Cam, in any other sport, in any other place, the higher up will probably be held accountable. So what do we need to see? Obviously, you say he needs to be in the forefront to answer these questions. But what are some of the questions that he needs?
I'm not saying fire him. What I am saying is we're living in a day where everybody, and I mean everybody, has to be held accountable for the decisions that they make.
Yeah.
The decision to bring that person on was your decision.
That was true.
The decision to pay him what we pay him.
To agree to it.
Was on you. Heavy is the crown, Peggy. So don't tell me that I made a decision and I made a mistake and that's just going to be what it's going to be.
Yeah.
Because we're talking about a lot of money. Because I've been known to see, especially in sports, a head coach and a general manager or a head coach and an athletic director are tied at the hip.
Yeah. One and the same.
You dig what I'm saying?
Gots to be.
Hey, that's your boy. Craig, Day-Day, that's your cousin. Oh, Lord Jesus.
There go Day-Day call.
I'm trying to tell you. Day-Day calling right now. Hold on, Day-Day. I'm going to call you right back, brother. Day-Day,
Yeah.
that's your cousin?
Yeah.
You fired too.
God.
That's what they should have hit old dog on Scott with. Hey, Scott, yeah, that's your boy? Yeah, you fired too. Y'all split the money that we gonna give him.
And they give him some money.
Because especially in a market like LSU, the Bayou State. Oh, what they call it? The boot. I even asked why they call it the boot. If you really look at the state, it looked like a boot.
And they gave the coach the what?
The boot.
All right.
You keep fooling with me, and I'm gonna give you the
Boot.
And now, Scott, if you don't want to get this boot, it will behoove you to find a camera attached to a mic.
Yes, sir.
Because there's a lot of people with a lot of questions that need to be answered. And you just had the luxury of hiding behind the scene, the shadow, and hanging out. You see that flexibility, Peggy?
Yeah, hold on. Okay.
That's about all I can go.
They're good. Let's split your britches, brother. But yeah, man, because it's time. He might get the boot because he costs in the school a lot of loot. All right, brother?
No. But he just didn't cost this school the loot. He cost Texas A&M some loot too.
Yeah. Give it a loot. Give it a loot.
Nah, the loot. He has been polluting.
Yeah, he's a polluter.
I'm trying to tell you, bro. And we just need answers. Yeah. Why we got the people's attention, Peggy? Please tell the people.
Hold on. And that ain't the only person because we already hearing other names in the college space. Before we jump, you got to stay in the lane. And we talking about Lane Kiffin, all right? He says money doesn't buy happiness because they're throwing away money in this college space from NIL to coaching deals to everything. But Lane Kiffin said money doesn't buy happiness. So he might not be motivated by money, but he's making plenty. He's earning $9 million per year at Ole Miss and can earn up to $2.6 million in bonuses. And now he has entered to be the 10th highest paid college coach on salary in college football. So, Cam, what do you say with Lane when he says money doesn't buy happiness? Does that really direct decisions, or like how do you navigate through this coaching landscape?
Well, if I'm old Lane, I stay right where I am.
In Ole Miss.
In Ole Miss.
He can make more though.
The thing about the SEC as a whole, they split all the proceeds. It ain't just what Ole Miss can provide. It ain't just what this team provides. It's a collective.
All right.
You see what I'm saying? But some collectives is bigger than the other ones. Now, when you talk about the Alabamas and you talk about the LSUs, they may be a little bigger, but needless to say, it ain't to say that Ole Miss can't compete. And when we talking about millions of dollars, what's a $1 million to a $10 million offer? Would you rather have $10 million? Well, you comfortable and you will be the only one that's doing what you are doing or what you have done. Or would you want to make $12 million, maybe 13, at another school that's going to really come with unrealistic expectations? And by the way, if you do what you do, it's already going to be did by somebody else. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, someone is safe, and one you might get put out your place.
With having sources in Ole Miss, former C1N players, Caden Lee, a.k.a. Honeycomb. Another player by the name of Winston Watkins, a.k.a. Winnie. These guys have preached the praises of Lane Kiffin.
Yeah.
Man, I love Lane. That's the reason why I committed, obviously because of Lane Kiffin. Lane Kiffin has the ability to recruit his assets off. And he's shown. He's definitely shifted the culture at Ole Miss. And now they're really looking like college football playoff contenders.
Yeah.
A fun team to watch. They got playmakers all over the place. Obviously, alumni or the player by the name of Jackson Dart came from there. Times are changing. And then you start to say to yourself, well, what does Ole Miss have to offer? Well, I'll tell you like this. The same thing that Cignetti went through with Indiana, that coach realized, or Indiana realized, that we got to lock down our guy while we can. Yeah. And in this climate of college football, it only takes one. And that's one recruiting class to really change or shift the dynamic of how people look at this team.
Facts.
So if Lane Kiffin is listening to this message, I would tell Lane Kiffin, you got everything in Oxford, Mississippi. Everything. And they're going to be a little bit more patient with you. Yeah. Because if you stay loyal to them, they're going to stay loyal to you. You're going to have a little bit more cushion. Yeah. If you take your talents and go down there to Gainesville, Florida, you take your talents and you start to wear purple and yellow, in the Bayou State. Yeah, the Bayou. You take your talents and you go on over there navy blue and white, in Penn State. It's going to be a little, hold on. Why would I do that?
Because you ain't going to just pop out your first year.
The grass ain't always greener on the other side, Peggy.
Everything that's glistening ain't gold.
Ain't gold. It's fool's gold. You got VVs and wannabes.
All right. You got killer bees, too. All right.
Killer bees. That's all right. You got queen bees, too.
All right. Hey, I might take out your knock knees. Keep pulling me.
My knock knees.
Right.
You happy? What happened to the last mascot?
This ain't no mascot over here. I'm gonna take my top off, brother. That's cool. You gonna be looking like this. This ain't me. Right. Anyway, back to the show.
But
man.
if I'm Lane Kiffin, in all seriousness, I think Lane Kiffin has what it takes to really not just make an impact to be a contender for the college football playoffs year in and year out, but within the next 5, not even sooner than that, in the next 3 to 5 years, he could be at Oxford, Mississippi, and Ole Miss, what Nick Saban was to Alabama.
That's a good one. He got something good going.
Because let's take a step back real quick, and people must not understand. Alabama wasn't Alabama until Nick Saban rejuvenated Alabama. Everybody was being compared to the old bear, huh? Mm-hmm. Well, we're talking years
ago
of misfortune. And if I'm a player and I play behind a great player, I followed up behind Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Why the hell would I do that? Knowing what I know now, it's like, damn, I'm good on that one.
Yeah.
I love all that. Will I do it again? Probably, but I have a little bit more insight and respect to understanding like he was really good.
Good, yeah.
And trying to do what he did with the elements and the circumstances that I had.
He even left.
It just really wasn't realistic. He left for a reason.
Hello.
Goodbye.
Kept me away from some of the cold winters.
All the way.
Okay.
It was chilly out there. And I ain't talking about in the bowl. Boy, it was chilly, boy. Lord have mercy. But needless to say, having that type of pressure, you're in a good spot, Lane.
Yeah. Stay with your main thing, Lane.
Golly.
Stay with your main.
And you could keep building. Mm-hmm. You are more willing to have a situation that they're going to give you any and everything. Mm-hmm. Rather than going into a situation where you got to reinvent yourself all over again. Yeah. Who wants to do that? We're in a climate, I've said it again, and I will end with this. We're in a climate where all you need is one recruiting class to shift everything.
They're on the way.
Why we got the people's attention, Peggy? Make sure they like, make sure they share, make sure they comment, but Peggy, make sure they do what?
Subscribe, dog.
Okay, Coolio. VJ, get up, big dog, and tell the people, yell at the people, and make the people like, share, comment, but most of all, make sure they do what? Subscribe, dog. Man, we haven't heard this in a long time, and we haven't heard this in a long time, and we haven't heard this one in a long time. The man, the myth, the legend, he will be in the comments near you. Okay. I mean, when you're looking at the person or you're trying to figure out, man, who in the world is making them vertical edits? It's the man, the myth, the legend. Double D, not the small one. Make sure they like it, make sure they share, make sure they share, make sure they like. But most of all, Double D, make sure they do what? Subscribe!
Have a good David.
Woo!
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Seashell, step up to the mic, doll, and remind the people and tell the people, make the people like, share, comment, like, share. But most of all, make sure they do what? Okay, see that right there?
See that right there? You will
right
never be invited back.
See, you ain't even supposed to be in
You
here.
ain't even really supposed to be on there because you don't know how to act.
You're playing with people's time.
You know what I'm saying?
Huh?
Go on somewhere.
You're playing with people's time, and I don't appreciate that, nah? Lord have mercy. I'm going to pray for you. What?
Right.
Stop playing with people when we're telling people to like, share, and comment. I'm going to tell you about yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Bring in varsity. Jimbo, not the little one. Remind the people, tell the people, yell to the people, and make the people like, share, comment. But Big Jimbo, make sure they do what? Yeah!
Jimbo slays everything now.
I like it. I love it. I want some more. Now, everybody, while we got the people's attention, make sure they like, make sure they share, make sure they comment, but most of all, make sure they do what?
Subscribe, dog.
I would be remiss if I didn't say it like I said. And I tell you one more time, I would be remiss if I didn't say, Peggy!
What's good, boo? Yeah. Come on now.
Peggy, let me tell you something.
What you got?
Since we've been on Jashelica, Jashelica been talking about you, brother.
Oh, really? Not pinky toe shells, okay? What she been saying, bug? Report the news. Okay?
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you like this, brother.
What?
She always got something to say about you.
Oh, shit. The push. See, I don't know that about that. That's the real.
See.
That's a little salsa.
You gotta hear it. See, the folks that are new to the show, we got our routines that.
What's good, bud? Yeah. Come on now.
Did you hear it? That's what she said.
It's just a little re-up. You don't know nothing about a reload. A little something on the end. See, everybody got that sauce. But you know what I'm saying? If you ain't seasoned, you wouldn't know. You think it's a little too salty for you. You feel me? You ain't got no seasoning on you. All right? Picky toe shells.
Bag it!
Be throwing up gang signs. Okay.
Optically, given the circumstances, one of my favorite shows growing up was old Blues Clues.
Yeah.
Or Curious George. And if I was being Curious Cam, you a Mona and a Groner?
Man, you know, hey, you gotta get that last push. That just add to the theatrics, my brother.
Man, how was your weekend, brother?
Man, weekend was good, man. It was homecoming, man. North Carolina Central University, man, stand up. So one of the greatest homecomings of the weekend, and then popped in, man. You did it big with C1N. Over 40-some-odd teams out
But
there.
tell me, how was your Hoco, Peggy? Because did the people recognize you, and did you have a little?
Yeah. The people loves me. You know, I even before the show, you know, I was Mr. NCCU at North Carolina
That
Central.
ain't saying much, Peggy.
That's
They
saying
get that
a
to
lot,
anybody.
brother. That's a lot of okay? That come from the soul, all right? But it was good, bro. It was good to be back at the nest, so to speak, as we say. And, you know, everything was covered steady. I brought my lady with me. You know
I
what I'm
feel
saying?
sorry for her. Why would you take her to that?
We was chill this weekend. It was more of a family affair.
That's the fuck, man. Listen, Peggy, you got to stay the same, brother.
Gotta
I
stay
can
the
give you
same.
some relationship advice. Stick around.
Okay. All right. You might get me smacked like a mascot around here. Okay.
Let me stop playing, man.
How was your weekend, brother?
Oh my goodness, Peggy, we was supposed to be where we were supposed to be, on the tip of everybody's tongue.
Okay. Or the Twitter fingers.
It don't matter to me. See, there's a line that says the moment I stop having fun with it, guess what?
I'll be done.
I'll be down with it.
Okay.
And I want a person to understand, ain't nobody having more fun at this than OK. Shout out to Alabama State. Shout out to Alabama A&M. No matter what the people say, I'm going to be good anyway. There's love on both sides. I can't let up. But it is what it is, Peggy.
Yeah.
I had a great time.
All right.
I think what people was trying to make of it was a little bit more rambunctious, but at the end of the day, people gonna talk, so I might as well give them something to talk about.
That's true.
Other than that, we had C1N Halloween Massacre Showcase, man, and it was nothing less than amazing. The city of Rock Hill, South Carolina showed up, and they showed out. See, the thing about it is we put the kids first at C1N. This ain't no money grab. I donated a lot of my coin, $1,000,000.
Time.
To make sure that the kids, the parents, and the coaches had a real experience where they could showcase their skill set with youth full tackle football. We have another event that's coming up over the C1N Nationals, December 11th through the 14th, Peggy.
Okay.
So if you see this message, please don't hesitate to sign your team up. And it ain't no freebies. It ain't no grab bagging. It's just making sure that all the proceeds that's given is to make sure that the kids have the best, and I mean the best experience possible.
Can't love the kids.
I'm trying to tell you. And Cam got the kids. Here we go, next clip.
Well, Cam, next up we have a RG3 sighting. Robert! So it's Stefanski neglecting the team just to stick with his no. And that no comes on the note of starting Shedeur Sanders. So a lot of people, it's been a lot of uproar about Shedeur starting over Dillon Gabriel within his first few starts. And this is what RG3 has to say about it.
Oh, Cleveland Browns fans, let's go ahead and cut right to the chase. Kevin Stefanski is never going to give Shedeur Sanders an opportunity. He's not. And I think I understand the assignment now. You look at this game, and Kevin Stefanski is almost like the captain on the ship of the Titanic. He's going down with the ship. His way, nobody else's way. Myles Garrett just set a franchise record with 5 sacks in a game, and they lost 32-13 because Kevin Stefanski is not what's doing in the best interest of the team. Now, why do I say that? Dillon Gabriel, I got nothing against the young man. I think he's a phenomenal college quarterback who has an opportunity to be a contributor in the NFL. But when your coach comes out and doesn't hold the starting quarterback accountable for not playing well, regardless of whether he is a young quarterback or not, doesn't watch the film and immediately comes out in the press conference and says, I'm going to stick with Dillon Gabriel.
Let's pause right there because this is what I need the fans to understand. Even though Robert Griffin III, RG3, has a point, there's also some truth to what Coach Stefanski is doing. I'm going to make my point there, then I'm going to come back. Coach Stefanski knows that it's going to take time.
That's true.
You have to have grace with growth. When you have a situation that you have in Cleveland where you traded your veteran quarterback, now you're forced to be in this situation where you have to be patient. Once again, have grace with growth. And Coach Stefanski knows that the worst thing that you could do is alter a person's confidence by putting that person on a short leash. What he's trying to do is give all grace to say, hey, this is your team. This is your job to lose, right? But here's my question to Coach Stefanski. How long are you willing to wait? Because if we keep losing games, what are we really doing? Because for sake of conversation, it ain't like Shedeur Sanders or Bailey Zappi can do any worse. Y'all still losing.
Sooner or later, they're
going to have to really realize, like, hold on, dog.
We just got to see what we got in the locker room.
And then this is another thing. You going to go in the draft?
I can.
You got, what, projected? You got Dante Moore, Ty Simpson, Gunnar Stockton, Archibald, It ain't no strong quarterbacks that's making a case to be the number one guy. So Coach Stefanski knows that, hold on, I got to have grace with this. You understand what I'm saying? But while having grace, big dog, you're losing games. And tick, 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 tick. You're on a clock. And even though that's the ticking time of a clock, it can also be the ticking time of a bomb. So, be very mindful of the games that you play. I understand the tactic and I understand the protocol. But ladies and gentlemen, Coach Stefanski, that time is ticking for you to have to make a decision. Because even putting Bailey Zappi back at the number 2 position, what is that really saying? I can't believe what you're saying if I'm seeing what you're doing. Which means actions speak louder than words. I don't know what's going on in Cleveland. I don't know what Shedeur Sanders is doing or is not doing. But change has to come on all levels, not just the quarterback position. It may be in the coach position too. But you live with that decision, you die with that decision. Keep going, Peggy.
But what I was saying, even with Kevin Stefanski, coaches, and you talked about the coaches and quarterback relationship, the marriage they have, and it's like you gotta. Why is it an issue that Stefanski wouldn't lose or win his own way? Dylan Gabriel is quote unquote his guy, and I don't know if you believe in conspiracy theories, but this is a stat where this came out that Kevin Stefanski has the same agent as Dan Lanning, Brent Venables, Gus Malzahn, all former college coaches of Dylan Gabriel. All right, so they're represented by the same agent. Some people, in theory, like, oh, that might be something, but that's just, throwing stuff in the air. But with your quarterback and the responsibility as a coach, wouldn't you choose to pick your guy? Or if I'm going to go down a burning building, I'm going to go down my way versus listening to the media, listening to other people?
Understood. But this is the thing that fans must understand, too. Mm-hmm. Even with the climate of the talent or the skill set in Cleveland, I don't think Shedeur will be any better. I don't believe in the talent that's around at the receiver position. I don't think they have enough.
So no matter who's in the spot?
It don't matter who it is. Do I think Shedeur Sanders is capable of making an impact on any team? Absolutely. But I would hate for Shedeur to be pointed at as, I told you, he ain't no different either. Yeah. Because when you look at the Cleveland Browns play, it's like, it's not just bad quarterback play. It's bad football play offensively as a whole, as a collective.
Yeah. So is it Stefanski's fault or is upper
It's
management?
the situation that's at hand. We need our players to produce.
Yeah.
And nobody is producing. Go ahead.
So it doesn't just stop at the quarterback play. We have to talk about Myles Garrett, all right? So Myles Garrett was on the bench late in the game after a 5-sack performance. He set a record in NFL history for the Cleveland Browns with 5 sacks on Sunday, but becoming the first player in NFL history to do that and lose by more than 3 points in the Cleveland loss by 19. So, Cam, do you blame a guy like Myles Garrett? Because as we dated back, Myles Garrett back in February, he requested a trade.
Because of what though, Peg?
Because they wasn't winning.
Okay.
All right. He wanted to chase the ring, right?
Okay.
He said that his ultimate goal was to win a Super Bowl. He was chasing a Super Bowl over chasing Canton, all right, being in the Hall of Fame. He wanted to win as a team and be a Super Bowl winner. But then his tune has changed with a 4-year, $160 million contract extension with the Browns. And so now
I cannot believe what you say if I see what you do. Mm-hmm. Now, Myles Garrett is the game's premium disruptor. And I say that even above Michael Parsons. If you gave me the two, I'm going with Myles Garrett. He is a Goliath of a man, right? Makes his impact known in the running game as well as the pass game. My point is this. What did you expect, though?
But that's the same. Should we even feel bad for Myles Garrett?
It's like, what did you – look, bro, there's games, and I've said it before, there's games in the NFL where you play good enough to win and you don't. And there's games in the NFL where you play bad enough to lose, but you still win.
Yeah.
This was a perfect example of playing a game that you deserve to win, but you just didn't do it because it's about other guys that have their ability to affect the game as well too. When you're a one-trick pony in the Cleveland Browns with having as dominant of a defense that they have, it's only but so much that they can do until they just cave in. 5 sacks, 4 sacks, 3 sacks, it don't matter.
Yeah.
Frustration is going to ensue. But when you sign that deal, I know he didn't think. Let's be real.
That he was going to automatically win.
Bruh, staying in Cleveland, winning a Super Bowl in Cleveland with that roster.
But that's what Cleveland is like, and it's an old analogy of just like a hoopty. Instead of getting everything fixed on the inside, you just put some 22s on it, and you still struggling to get it started.
I can hear you before I
see you. And it ain't the thump in your trunk.
I'm trying to tell you,
Okay?
it's the squeak in your wheel.
All right. So it's like, that's shining, but everything else tore up from the floor up.
You got the stripped seats.
Yeah.
You know, the roof caving
Caving in.
You know what I mean?
But
the
you
AC
ride,
don't work.
but you riding on 22s. You stuck on 22s because you ain't
Cadillac
riding.
on 22. Looking at
But so, like, what really comes with the bag? Because everybody wants to be the highest paid, but you know, everybody don't adapt the quote unquote, I would say, patriot mentality. Like when Bill Belichick had that team with different people.
Yeah.
You know, different people got paid, but it wasn't outstanding, right? They got you at a discounted rate.
They paid you, you know, it looked like a discounted rate because of the salary cap issue, but they gave it to you in different ways.
Yeah.
From bonuses or signing bonuses and things like that. But this is what I would say, man. You got to pick your poison, right? You want to make a lot of money and be on a bad team, or you want to make good money and be on a great team.
Yeah.
A la Philadelphia Eagles. A la, you know, when you see a team like the Los Angeles Rams. A la, you know, so many other teams, the San Francisco 49ers, where they just keep finding ways to win, but it's still acquiring good talent. You know what I'm saying? And I thought it was mighty strange when you signed back to Cleveland, but also when you see a guy like Max Crosby. They all speak about, like, yo, I want to make it about winning, but it's like you sign back to the team. Like, they don't have no changes. They just putting makeup on, bro.
But
the girl is still the same girl. The guy's still the same guy.
Yeah.
And that's what's frustrating.
But as a player, can you really come out and say, look, I just want to get paid more. I don't care about winning. Because at the end of the day, and you've played at the highest level. But you playing football, what is your passion? But y'all get paid a handsome ransom to play. And so as a player, for you to come out and say, bro, I just pay me. I want to be the highest paid, just pay me. You can say, and I don't care about winning. Being paid more matters more than winning. Can you really even say that as a player? Because you kind of in a lose-lose situation.
Yeah, you have a cause and effect with everything. The cause of you making a lot of money affects everything around you. Now, the cause of you really subsiding money and saying, hey, I just want to be on a good team, the effect is you're going to be on a good team. You're not going to make a lot of money or make as much money as you would have made, but that's just the payoff. Second down, questionable call of the week. Let's see what we got.
Well, Cam, boy, it is getting questionable over here, and we talking about hairlines. Touching more than baselines, all right? And we talking about Jaylen Brown with his hairline wiping off. The Bengay? Well, no, not Bengay. Beijing, brother. All right, trust me. I had to let it go.
Oh, Jaylen Brown, I see you, Shaq to the food. Did you just come from Beijing?
Okay. So you know Shaq Attack. He gonna make sure he put you out. So man, Jaylen Brown hairline, the spray has went array on somebody else's jersey. So Kev, man, what you got to think? What you got to say about that, brother? You got your hair. I don't. I knew what time it was to call it a quits, but everybody don't know when the hair got to go.
Let me bend down.
All right. Hold on. No, don't separate the lock, brother.
Let me
separate the locks, brother. Okay.
There ain't no holes in my head.
All right.
There ain't no nothing. So I will say this humbly, fellas. Unlike our other beautiful constituents and other genders, we could be as honest as we need to, bruh.
Yeah.
Twin.
Where you been?
Folk. You spent all that money and that time in that barber chair knowing good well,
First paint job.
that you got the ice cream paint job up top.
You got to know when to let it go.
Know when to hold them, know when to fold them.
Brother, join the club.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, brother. And it was mighty strange, because he used to have braids.
That's what I'm saying.
I said, just a year ago.
You were speaking of Mario.
Damn, homie.
My hair.
Back in the day, you was the man, bro. You used to have one of these.
Straight back.
Then all of a sudden, now you're thinning.
Now your hairline going straight back.
Peg it, man. I was telling you time and time again. How many times did I take peg?
You know what?
Let it go. Holding on. Well, my boy hair was holding on like booty hair, boy.
Hold on.
Boy, I'm trying to tell you, boy.
Hold on.
Boy, you was thinning, boy.
But it's cool, brother. And I know, and being a part of the bald head game, bro, we like reapers for the hairline, all right? We the receding reapers. If we see somebody, we be the first one. Hey, bro, let that go, bro. That ain't a good look.
And that's the thing.
That ain't a good look. Join the club, brother. Join the club.
The homeboys got to talk to the homeboys and let them know, hey, dog.
Hey.
we know that you're thinning. Matter of fact,
don't go with the Carlos Boozer.
She knows,
bruh, that you
thin. It ain't nothing more worse than a beautiful, beautiful woman laying in your bed and you look up the next day and you see clay on your bed.
Okay.
I bet them sisters could say the same thing. It ain't nothing worse than getting up out the bed the next day and it's smelling like an art project.
Next to you.
In the bed.
All right.
We got all type of spray.
All spray it up.
And I'm like, dawg.
Bruh.
Come on, bro. It's okay to be bald.
This one you got to know. When you supposed to have a head full of hair and your head shining like you sprayed oil sheen in it, brother, it's reflecting, brother.
Don't work like that.
You got the mirror. You got the mirror going on.
Mirror on the wall.
Okay.
Who got the flawless of them all? We're referring to them hairlines.
Yeah.
Bro, give it up.
You got to. You got to know when to let it go.
And then, too, like, I'm like, bro, I ain't never been a judge, but I got to talk to my brothers. Bro, we know when it's time to let it go.
Yeah. Trust me. It's
Jaylen. I speak for all the homeboys that's out there that really fool with your boy.
Hey.
I fool with your boy. But trying to get the pristine, sharp hairline, it ain't worth it, bro. Go on and be a part of the Peggy crew.
Come on, join on, brother. We got room for you.
You know
we got room for you, brother.
Cause boy,
join
that stress, that boy stress level done. Oof. And then he really left the mark on him.
He left the mark on
you. Left your mark, boy. You like damn. Here we go, man. Next clip.
So, Cam, all right, what's going on here, man? We got to break this down. Warren Sapp going around kicking over Pylons, and we got Coach Deion picking them up. Is this bad coaching? Is this superstition? What you got to break this down of what's happening in Colorado. It's just like petty.
Not the back of it. He backhand.
Why you back kicking, bro?
Man, it's good to see Coach Prime running, man.
Yeah.
You mentioned it, Peggy. It could be a form of superstition. Let's not forget who and what Warren Sapp was. An all-time great. Yeah. There's not a lot of players that could play in every era of football.
Yeah.
And please make no mistake about it. Warren Sapp could play in every era of football. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear you, bro.
Now, the thing here is, this is what I also do know, Peggy.
What you know, Bob?
Warren Sapp and Deion Sanders' connection is so close that even when you see Coach Prime doing what he's doing, if he had an issue with it, you don't think that he could have had a conversation with Coach Sapp and said, hey, man, we can't keep doing that.
Yeah.
This is a routine.
Okay.
This is probably something superstitious that it just didn't happen when they was playing Houston. It just didn't happen when they was playing this specific team. This just didn't happen when he played Utah. This just didn't happen when he was playing any other team. This probably started when his playing days. And this is just a mentality. And things don't just change when you become a coach. Anytime you step on the field as a current athlete or a former athlete, certain things still stay true.
Cause it came off like this. Why you Neymar? Why you kicking the
No.
David Beckham in the Pylons?
It's deeper than that. And I can look at the optics and even show like, hey, he don't mean no harm.
Cause I seen Prime face. It was just like this the normal.
From Prime and with Warren, it's like, bro, it ain't no disrespect. This is just the mentality that I have. Like one thing for me, a superstition. I wouldn't say a superstition. It's more of a routine that I had. Every single stadium that I went around, I wanted to run around the whole stadium just to get a feel of the stadium, the energy of it. Where was the play clocks? Where was the sun shining? All these things as I'm running around the stadium and walking down the middle of the field and then making my prayer at the goalpost was something that I was making sure that I did not want nobody to mess up my routine. Every athlete has their routine. Some call it routine, some call it superstition, some call it certain things, but you don't want to alter that.
Because it was on the opposing side, too.
Yeah, it didn't matter. If it was on your side, the opposing side, don't matter. You have things that you grow accustomed to doing, and it has to be done. And if it doesn't happen, you'll go crazy inside. Call it crazy all you want to. And it doesn't have to make sense to you if it makes sense to somebody else.
That's real.
You see what I'm saying? But I do know Warren Sapp is an ultimate competitor, and he does not mean any type of disrespect. Yeah. But we are in this alpha-esque sport.
That's real.
And how he gonna preach something that his players don't even see? And for the fact that Coach Prime was picking him up, that wasn't the first time that happened. Mm-hmm. Hey, dog. Dog.
Let me get in the Pylons.
You know what I'm saying?
Not be running up and down.
That's just his thing.
Yeah.
He understands that. So that's what I said. Here we go. Third down. Fan question of the week. Let's see what we got.
Coming straight from your guy, and his name is You Look Like a Lighter Thief. Wow. All right. So he says, how do you manage family time during the season?
Man, bro. Oh, my goodness. That's a great question. Hey, so the sacrifices that any athlete has to make, and I only can speak for football players in my specific situation, relationships suffer, and not just intimate relationships with your partner. Relationships with your children suffer during the season, and you just hope that you have the opportunity to make all your wrongs right, because not everybody does. Whether from your children, whether from your partner, whether from your family, it gets tough, and especially if you're not winning.
I was going to ask you
if you're losing, and you're spending time away, every off day, every opportunity counts. Because I want people to think about this. At what age do you really become coherent during a FaceTime?
You gotta be like upper elementary school, like 4th, 5th grade, that you can really sit and have the patience to like.
Yeah, bro. Like I would say at least double digits.
Yeah.
At least double digits. Man, I got one of my sons, he's 9 years old. And even for him. Man, hey, Dad, what's going on? Hey, how was school? Good. What y'all doing? Nothing. Playing again. It's just real short.
They have a real combo.
It's dry. Mm-hmm. The phone over there.
Yeah.
You hear him playing and joking around.
You seeing straight ceiling.
It's tough. It hits your mental hard. Yeah. Everything ain't always good, and relationships are impacted by that, right? Yeah. So all that to say, bro, you have to find a great balance to personal and professional, because it can impact, your psyche. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And I think people need to understand that. But outside of those obvious things, I wasn't a person that wanted to move my whole family with me, because when I started having children, and I was lucky to have a person that was extremely patient with me, and there were times where she wanted the kids to kind of move too, but it's easier for one person to move around and maneuver. I can come back on my off days, rather than 7 people moving at the same time. And some would say, well, that's just room for you to. No. I needed to be focused.
And they have a routine too.
I needed to make sure that I was locked in. Because even now, when you got First Take, when you got 106 in Sports, when you got Funky Friday, when you got 4th and 1, bro, I have to alienate myself to really properly prepare. Yeah. And some would say, man, you just creating content. That ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, dog, it's such a strain from your energy and emotionally that I don't want to make sure that somebody tees up a question and I'm just like, yeah, man, they play good.
Yeah, and that's it. It's like, where you
what?
At?
What else?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot of brain power that's being exerted, and you need to be at your best. And sometimes being at your best requires you to be by yourself. Mm-hmm. Here we go, next clip.
Cam, it is time for PrizePicks.
I don't like that piggy. Hit me one more time.
It's time for PrizePicks. It's good to be right. Okay. Man, PrizePicks is the best place to win cash while watching sports. Football season is fully underway, and basketball season, MLB, and all that is underway, so it's no better time to join. The app is really easy to use. Just create a lineup and all you have to do is pick more or less on a few player stats. PrizePicks is available in more than 40 states, including California, Texas, and in Georgia. PrizePicks will give you $50, I mean $50 in lineups when you play your first $5 lineups. All right, so win or lose, you'll get $50 in lineups. Use promo code CAM or Peggy when you download the app and sign up today. The link and more information is in the description. So Cam, first up, you got Cam Ward is projected to have 216.5 passing yards this week. Are you going more or less than 216.5 passing yards?
I am going with less.
Oh, against the Chargers. All right, so why?
Yes, because the Tennessee Titans haven't been putting up a lot of passing yards. And listen when I tell you, do not bite the bait. Do not fall in love with the University of Miami Cam Ward, because realizing that he has to throw the ball a lot, I don't think the Tennessee Titans really want to put that pressure on him to throw the ball a lot. They want to control the line of scrimmage and play behind the run game and things of that sort. So I'm going with less.
All right, next up, you have Josh Allen is projected to have 238.5 passing yards versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Are you going more or less than 238.5 yards?
More. Why? Because this is the thing. This is a Josh Allen type of game. You gotta play your best when your best is required. They're gonna put the ball in Josh Allen's hands, and he definitely will have to throw the football. Running the football, man, I seen the game firsthand last week versus how Kansas City Chiefs was playing the Washington Commanders, and they was very, very stiff in regards to the defense, not giving up anything in the run game. Therefore, James Cook having the game that he had this past week, the onus is going to be on the receivers, and I do believe that Josh Allen will have more with that specific take.
Cool. All right, let me run down my picks real quick. Patrick Mahomes is projected to have 1.5 passing touchdowns versus the Buffalo Bills. And I am going more than 1.5 passing touchdowns. Cam, on this, I really feel like this is going to be a shootout between Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes in this game. So 1.5 passing touchdowns, I think he's going to go for 2 just in the first half alone, 2 or 3 in the first half alone. When those two quarterbacks get together, I really don't like. These are two quarterbacks. It's really hard to stop or keep them out of the game.
I'm gonna tell you why I rock with you is because, like I said, playing in a game like this is where your stars need to shine. In the red zone, I seen it, firsthand on Monday night. When the Kansas City Chiefs gets into the red zone, they become the most dangerous team because Patrick Mahomes has implemented this Aaron Rodgers-esque type of gameplay where it doesn't matter what the initial play was. It's not the initial play that's going to get you. It's his ability. It's his ability to extend the play. And now, as he's scrambling around and he's pump, fake it, pump, fake it, pump, fake it, pump, no look. Oh my goodness!
Are you playing basketball out there?
I'm trying to tell you, he out there having fun. So I'm gonna rock with you.
And the Chiefs are rolling right now, so they're looking good.
For sure.
They're bouncing back from how they started this season. He's starting to look like himself, the Patty Mahomes that he always is. And the Chiefs are starting to look like the Chiefs as we have known them to be. So, next up, Jared Goff is projected to have 239.5 passing yards against the Minnesota Vikings. Your boy going to go more. I'm still going to go more with Jared Goff having 200. He's going to go for 240 or more.
I'm going to tell you, Peggy, why I don't agree with you on this one.
All right, well, we're going to see.
Because who's supposed to win this game?
In the Vikings, I'm going with the Detroit Lions. Are going to win this game, yeah.
With games like this, when you got a backfield like Montgomery and Gibbs in the backfield,
there's going to be a lot of handing off.
But if that's how they win the football game, the onus would not be on Jared Goff and his skilled receivers to be making plays. That's what makes it tricky. But if you're going with more Piggy, I ain't going to get mad at you, brother. You know what I'm saying? I'm just mad that I don't be finding these same picks.
But brother, you got to keep your eye on the prize, brother. Okay, all right. It's
PrizePicks.
It's good to be right.
One more time. PrizePicks It's good to be
So you got to let it roll. PrizePicks. There you go. It's good to be right. Yeah. And there we have it for our Week 9 picks. Man, tap in with us. And now you can even follow us on PrizePicks at Cam Newton, at Peggy. The profile is on the screen, so make sure you use it and follow us on PrizePicks. And use the promo code CAM or Peggy and our custom link below in the description. And tap in with us each and every week on PrizePicks.
Here we go. Fourth down. Newton's Law. Peggy, what do we have here?
Man, we have the guest of all guests. Man, my man is a co-host of the Speakeasy Show with Emmanuel Acho. He's the 2013 NFL rushing leader, the 2010 NFL All-Decade Team. All right, and he is a member of the Eagles Hall of Fame. None other than the one they say with the shade, Shady McCoy. What's going on, brother?
Yeah. No, that sounds pretty good though. I did that. Okay.
Yeah.
What's popping?
Sometimes you got to remind these folks, man, that there's a new shift in media as a whole. Now people really did what they talking and or analyzing others to try to do. You know what I'm saying? But this is the thing that I want to get to, Mr. Shady.
Yeah.
What happened or what was the discussions like? Because I was a fan of the 25-10 show or the 10-25 show with you and Deshaun Jackson. How did that come to about, and what was that discussion like when you found the news or you heard that he was taking the coaching job?
Yeah. Well, that's one of my brothers though. So we did the show. You know, it's like, damn, let's do a show together where we can get the insight on being true players of the game, true players in the huddle. We could give the people that type of dynamic. So, but when he started doing the coaching thing, man, I was happy for him. I was like, you got to take that. And he went that route. And at the time, I still was with Fox. You know what I'm saying? So it was cool though, because I got a lot of stuff going on too. But I do miss the podcast. Like we were trying to get the podcast back and start it again. But he coaching now. Like I don't want to, that's a lot to do.
It's different.
Yeah.
Those type of discussions isn't coach friendly. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
Could we ever see Shady McCoy, or could we ever see a Coach Shady?
I'm out of time for that. I'm doing a lot of shit though. I can't really.
Ain't got time for that.
Like so I do everything with the odd show stuff. I'm on a boxing show with Max Kellerman. I'm doing that. It's called Inside the Ring. And then I do like a lot of affordable housing stuff. I've been doing a lot of different projects. So I had a time like that. And then I got a 13-year-old son. He in high school next year. It's just, and actually, I just won custody though. You know what I mean? So I'm a full-time dad. I can't do that. You feel me? Like I can't do that. Because if I'm a coach, I'm really gonna be in there though, putting the cleats on, doing cut moves and all that.
Does he play ball, your son?
He just started, and that's weird because you be wanting him to do the stuff that you used to do, but he started so late. You know what I mean? And my thing is, when I was a kid, I had to make it where. Yes. He an honorary student. He's smart. He got everything going. It's not the same dog, you know.
Yeah, the priorities is a little different. Now, before we stay on the football track, I want to go off the field real quick, and I just wanted to make sure because I spoke about Ocho, and I will speak about you too. Hey, you still be playing Madden?
You know.
No,
yeah.
No,
you know what I did. You know what I did to you, though.
Do you still play Madden? Yes or no?
Oh, yes.
Well, tell the people
yes.
what you done did to him. Hold on, Shady.
Yeah. He talk about everything else. He don't want to talk about that.
No.
Huh? And look, and the way I beat his ass, this ain't no Chauncey Billups. I ain't cheating him. I'm just straight beating him. You feel me?
Not cheating, Shady.
Game ain't fixed. He know what it is.
No.
You ain't gonna go 0 on him.
Shady, you are excessive right now. You're stretching the truth. You are what we call over reacting to what happened. Did you win? Yes. Right? But it wasn't no shellacking or beating.
It wasn't no BTA.
You know what I'm saying? Going to take this, bro, but this was
this
was like Madden. This got to be like 12 or 13. Because I ain't seen him since, you know what I'm saying? So
I don't remember what year it is.
It was a while ago.
I just know he was
in person.
He was talking crazy heavy to me. I'm like, damn, Cam, like we always was here.
No, it was.
So I put him in his place.
We was at an event. Who was at an event? And
It was the Kevin Hart event.
huh?
Kevin Hart had like a little event, and he gave me the trophy and all that. You know what happened.
It wasn't under normal circumstances, bro.
But you saying
If normal circumstances, go pick your belt out, boy.
Oh.
Go pick your belt out. Because I'm just letting you know. Like, I'm really Himothy.com, www.willwhoopyourass.com. I am the sole entity and the sole person responsible for that. And we just gonna keep it moving from there. Because if you ever
Yeah. Hey, look, just let me know the price. Just let me know the price, and we can get to it.
I got a customized belt just for you.
The prices now.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is.
So we're gonna have to set that one up.
Yeah, please.
You know?
He ain't gonna do it. He ain't gonna do it.
You
ain't gonna do
damn
it.
lie. The devil's still lying in 2025. Come on now. Don't do that.
Gilly told me you be doing a lot of capping though, so we gonna find out. We gonna find out. We gonna find out.
Speaking of Gilly,
I
had a whole lot to say about Philadelphia Eagles. Mm-hmm. Now, I've had take after take after take after take. Tell me if I was wrong with any of the takes that I ever made about your Philadelphia Eagles.
See, I'm not gonna argue that point because some of the stuff you did say was right, you know. But like, they're not football guys, so they don't understand that. But the only thing I don't like that you do is you make it like it's either Jalen Hurts got to be like the greatest or worse or the worst, and that's not the case. You know what I mean? Like, we always try to make that. Why can't we say, yo, he's playing well and he is the reason why we are winning a championship? I think Saquon drove us there and the defense and all that stuff is cool. But you gotta give that man his just dues, though.
I never have.
Because hold on. It's a lot of quarterbacks that I watch, dog, that lose them type of situations. You get what I'm saying? Jalen ain't gonna lose it for you.
Yes.
Yeah, the big games. The big game, he's not gonna lose it for you. And that's sometimes all you need.
Will he win it for you?
So, he a champion for a reason, though, dog. Yeah. You can't take that away. You can't do that.
Man, Shady, you've been covering football for a long time. You've obviously played it at the highest of the levels, all-decade team. You know, just being a person of your caliber, of your magnitude. When I'm talking about football from my visual, there's a lot of things that I think about that other people aren't. Mm-hmm. Now, there's never been a time where I did not give Jalen Hurts his just due. I think the optics of certain things, it comes off as like, why is Cam talking about Jalen? I never have isolated Jalen to say, hey, bro, this ain't it. What I am saying is, if given the opportunity to talk about all the quarterbacks, because the virality of what I said was, where is Jalen Hurts with the top 10? That's where it initially started, about the top 10. And then there was the point that was said by me. It was like, yo, it was not as it is for other players. Yeah. I never isolated Jalen and said, hey, dog, this ain't it. What I have said time and time again is Jalen Hurts is well and capable of being a top-tier quarterback. He has shown time and time and time again. The frustration that I have, just like other fans are, why don't we see that more often than not? So when you
so that's a great that's a great point though, because I feel the same. I do think some of that is I didn't always think that the coordinators always believed in Jalen, right? Until we need to. Because we need him to throw it, he throws the ball well, right?
Very well.
But another part is like, yo, if we a winning team and this is how we winning, why change it? Because I be feeling like every quarterback that's talented, that's nice, can't just win games. I look at a dude like Justin Herbert. I think he's getting better, right? If you talk about who's talented, that dude's talented, right? But I don't know if he's going to always win certain games in certain situations where Jalen, he might not be as talented, but you put him in certain situations, certain teams, he going to win. I look at Dak. I think Dak's a good quarterback. But I watched Dak with good teams lose games in big moments.
Yes.
Is he your top 10? Is he in your top 10, Jalen Hurts?
Who, Jalen?
Yeah.
I would put him in the top 10. I mean, I would put him in there. I just think that we make it such a big deal with him because the team is so good. So I would put him in the top 10 because he's good. He's a good quarterback. He wins. You know, the top 5, I won't put him in the top 5, you know what I mean? But the top 5 is like, that's hard as shit to be in.
Yes, that's true. Especially the climate of the quarterback that we're seeing in this day and age. Now, this is the thing also about Jalen Hurts that a lot of people have been recently, really paying attention to. He's not had stability at the play caller's position. Mm-hmm. And thanks to him, a lot of his play callers have got promotions elsewhere. Yeah. And I've said it.
That's right, because they win.
I've said it time and time again. Good coaching can get a player paid. Bad coaching can get a player not developed properly. Yeah. Good playing by a player can get a coach a new job, where bad playing by a player can get a coach fired. So there's a lot of this and that type of dynamic. But thanks to Jalen, Kellen Moore has what Kellen Moore has, and the list of other coordinators as well. Not to just say that thanks to Jalen Hurts only, because Kellen Moore is an extremely talented a coach. But needless to say, where we are right now in content, right? You've did the linear TV kind of Fox thing, and now, making headways. I remember you even back with, Brandon Marshall and I Am Athlete, and having that continuity on the screen. You always was the person to keep it a buck. Now, I had a conversation with Joy, had a conversation with Emmanuel. Now, even from your perspective, did you see the Fox situation happening?
You talking about how it ended? You saying that?
How the Fox, just the furlough of talent.
Nah, I didn't know, because it's crazy, man. Because when they let one of the bosses go, that was one of the guys that's in the lawsuit. Before that happened, like me and my agent, we was like negotiating, like talking about terms and et cetera for the future. I'm like, okay. And then everything hit the fan. We're like, yo, the lawsuits and this and that. So they fired. They didn't fire him yet. They put him on like on hold, right? And they let him go home or whatever. So I'm like, damn. So then the negotiation stopped a little bit. And then after that, as the lawsuit was going on and this and that, I kind of felt it, right? Like, oh, this might not be it, And then they let everybody go. So it's crazy how things could be one way, going good, and then the next moment it can be way different, But I mean, shit happens.
Yeah. Now, even to that, when you're talking about making the transition as a whole, even for me and my vulnerability of being a little reluctant to go on TV. Man, are they gonna allow me to be me?
Yeah.
Right? Are they gonna allow me to, to be authentically who I am without trying to muzzle, hush, or turn down my volume? Well, when I look at Shady McCoy, LeSean McCoy, this is a person that I also can relate to, because some of the text is like, hey, bro, I'm just gonna tell you how it is. How has that transition been for you to stay, 100 about the things that you believe in, no matter if it's going to ruffle feathers or not?
Yeah, I always think as a player though. Like I always say, man, when you're a good player, like you gonna stand out, and you're a bad player, you gonna stand out. So I never really played that game. But then if you really know me, I think that's how I am. I give it to you raw and uncut, and it's the reason why I've had so many opportunities. Even like shoot. When you was deciding if you was gonna go back to ESPN or not, when the thing happened with Fox, they reached out to me. And it's crazy. We was talking to them, and then when you took the deal, they said, oh, Shady McCoy, Cam came back. So we go, you know what I mean? So, but I've had the opportunity to do different things because I've been so honest. And what you gonna say about me? Like I'm not only do I know the game and I'm a smart dude, I was like that. So I'm not one of these guys gonna talk on TV about something that I don't know about, or I couldn't do that. And I'm fair. I don't even say the brother's name, but he approached him and his homies was approaching me, right? And about something I said on my TV. And I guess he thought I was sweet. I don't know. You know what I mean? So I bucked back. But then between all the arguing and all, I say, yo, if you play good, I'm going to talk about you like you good. And if you play bad, I got to talk about you like you bad. That's just my job. You get what I'm saying? And then I told the dude
that's the real thing.
He had to respect it. You feel me?
Because that's, man, and Peggy's my witness, bro. We always ask former players who cover the sport that it's tough being authentically you and having the barbershop type of vibe or the culture that you just, man, look, dog.
The culture.
This how I feel.
This how I feel.
You see what I'm saying?
Without being saying he's selling out.
Yeah.
He was doing this for the camera.
It's real tough, man, because when you do give your analytical view of the game, I don't have no picks. Whether it's Jalen Hurts or Lamar Jackson. I've been fans of them both, but I've also held them both accountable. Well, for somebody who says, well, Cam only talk about the black quarter. Did we not hear about Brock Purdy? Huh? Did we not hear about, Tom Brady? Did we not hear about Josh Allen? Did we not hear about other quarterbacks, Matthew Stafford and Jared Goff? These things, like people turn an eye to what they really want to magnify, but in reality, it's like, bro, I've been that same person. That transition for you, not to mention anybody's names, but how has that been when you start to say, dog, somebody come up to you or somebody press you is like, hey, bro, you a hater, bro. You one of them, what they label us?
That was the first word they said. Damn, you was that dude back in the day. Now you a hater. I'm like, then it just started to, so you're right. That's exactly what he said to me.
You become the bitter OG.
Yeah. But psychologically, do that play with you? Like when you making your take of like, I want to say this, but I don't want to sound like a hater. Or you still like, bro, say whatever.
Only thing I've ever had an issue with is, and I'm getting better with so if you ask me a question like, who's the top 5 backs? A lot of the young bulls that's rolling right now, they look up to me. And now we DMing, we texting, we linking up. And damn, I think you super nice and we got a good connection, but I think you like number 3. I don't think you number 1. And then sometimes that gets an issue, but I always keep it real with dudes like, in my time, I don't know nobody's better than me in my time, right?
Yeah.
But I always say, Adrian Peterson for me was like that, and I wasn't better than him. Like, I can say that. I feel like nowadays, everything is so sensitive. It's like, like real quick, Pac-Man Jones, one of my best friends, right? And I think you said something about Josh Allen. And I was like, Cam's wrong. Josh is phenomenal. And we was going back and forth. I'm like, why is it a case if you think left and I think right, why we gotta always agree? Because listen, if you think that, he think that, at the end of the day, they both is nice, or the running backs that I'm comparing to, they all are nice. It's like nowadays, they gotta be like a clear number 1. I just, that's the only thing I don't like about nowadays, and when you give me your takes.
I've definitely stood on the table by saying this. Let's make sports debate again. And when you debate, at the least, you can at least come to the table and say, I agree to disagree. I made my point, you made your point, and that's what it is, right? Because at some points, and I always like to talk ball with people. I just recently ran into Wallow and Gilly, right? Or more Wallow, he had Gilly on the phone. And as we were talking, I'm asking him, but make your point. Because every single time in reference to the Philadelphia Eagles, it's been consistent. Right? And you don't see me celebrating when they lose. You don't see me, going to hide when they win. It's Jalen Hurts, Saquon Barkley, Devontae Smith, and company, and A.J. Brown has set the bar so high. They're the defending champions. This is me talking about football. Now, I can almost guarantee somebody's going to put in the comment the Super Bowl clip. Somebody's going to say in the comment, hey, you're just hating on Jalen Hurts. But I owe a service to the real football fans that really want to hear, but Cam, what's your point that you're making? And every time I've made a point. To your point, Peggy, you always say, saying certain things without proper logic is just you just talking. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, for you.
But some of that can be, it'd be more like, something I can't figure out, is it like content or is it real football talk? Because if you had a real football conversation with me, I understand what you're saying. Gilly, my OG, and they there's nobody better than him in that content space. I don't know how much Wallow know football, but I'm saying I don't know if some of that is like content talk or is it real? Because the other day I seen them, they were talking about
the top
Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, and Patrick Mahomes. I'm thinking what? Like, we put Jalen in the best ways because Jalen is a good quarterback. Leave him there. He's winning championships. Why are we comparing him with someone there's no reason for that. So then if you ask me a question and I'm as green as it's going to get, I got green in my heart. If I cut my wrist, it's going to be eagle green. But I don't want to talk about if Jalen Hurts is better than Lamar Jackson or Patrick Mahomes. I don't even want to discuss that
Was that Morris
because it shouldn't be
Chestnut?
discussed.
Morris Chestnut and Gilly.
Morris Chestnut, that clip with him.
Yeah, but you get what I'm saying. So it makes the conversation more of like what we really talking about.
They really make it worse for him though too. But I think sports too should get back to the thing of when you were saying, Shady, of like a person pressing you about a situation. Bro, just keep the receipt and go out and do what you got to do. Like, ain't nothing better than that press conference. You going, hey, I know you said what I said, but check the stat sheet. I did what you said I couldn't do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Instead of taking it so personal.
Yeah, for sure.
So personal. And some of that be who it is.
Yes.
If Cam Newton says something about a quarterback, it's going to mean more to them than if Dan Orlovsky said. So I do know that part. I remember when Shannon Sharp said something about me, it hit me more than if Nick Wright said it. You know what I mean? So I understand that, right? I understand that.
Who the messenger is.
But hear this, though. Man, my OGs, the people who I looked up to and still look up to, at one point critiqued my game.
Mm-hmm.
From Ray Lewis to Shannon Sharp to Brandon Marshall to
Steve Smith.
Deion.
Stephen A. Smith, Steve Smith, all of them. Bro,
No, Steve Smith, yeah.
And it all wasn't roses.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? And this is what I will say. And I don't know how you feel, Shady, but there's a point in your football career where you do have this defense mode. It's like, either you're going to say this, man, he hating, or he ain't never played football. And that's more of an oxymoron than anything. Because if I'm hating and I make my point from the journalistic view, then what's your point? Okay, if I make it about the journalistic view, solely about the analytics, the first thing you're going to say is, he didn't play. Yeah. So you got a person that is giving you analytics to back their merit, and also a person that is actually played. So what are you going to listen to? Yeah. Like, when somebody says, hey, bro, so-and-so.
What you want?
Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm at with it. It's like, yo, bro, it can get uncomfortable sometimes, especially with the elephant in the room with Jalen Hurts, because, bro, Jalen Hurts, dog, I admire him as as a black man in America. Mm-hmm. And I'm not just saying that, dog, just to boost ratings or anything. Like, this nigga he ain't complained. This is the same dude that still stuck it out, got benched in the national championship in front of the world. He wasn't complaining. He dapped up Tua. He is integrity all through and through. What did he do? He took his L in silence, transferred to another school, didn't talk bad about Alabama, didn't speak on Nick Saban, didn't speak on Tua Tagovailoa. He went out, did what he did, still made it to the same league that Tua Tagovailoa did, right? And still balled. And now, who's laughing? So before anybody says, like, hey, dog, man, Cam just mad that no, dog, I see the truth. I know what he's like. Yeah. I know what he's going through with the difference in play callers and offensive coordinators and quarterback coaches over the league. I do get that. But I'm not going to deliver some of the truth without also presenting all of the truth. Yeah. And that's the thing.
Right. I just think with him, it should be when we talk about Jalen Hurts, I like to talk about that stuff because, like, these combines and these stats, they don't show you the real leader and heart he got. That's what I love about Jalen Hurts. I ain't going to sit here and be talking about all this other stuff. He a dog, right? And without him, we don't win. You know what I'm saying? He the only quarterback I know, yo. He's struggling the whole game. And then when we need him most in the fourth quarter, the dude is flawless. And I'm like, yo, there's no stats that's going to tell you that. So when I argue about him, it ain't from a stats or this or it ain't about none of that. It's about really the results and getting it done.
Yeah.
But I gotta chime in, even with his counterpart when you was talking about AJ Brown. What you think about the future of AJ Brown in Philly? Like, do you see him staying there? Do you see him going? You see him working it out? What's your thoughts on that?
And I'm real close with the team, right? I just think that Howie is one of the greatest GMs of all time, right? I don't see him letting AJ Brown go unless AJ Brown wants to go, right? And I know AJ, I don't think he don't want to go. But I don't think it's not wrong with what he's doing. Imagine being an all-pro player, right? Mm-hmm. That nobody really can see and tell because I play for the Tennessee Titans, right? I go to a team in Philadelphia with a good quarterback, and now the world can see how great I really am. And I be thinking like every wide receiver that I've played with that was super nice, they be prima donnas and they want the rock and they deserve it. Yeah. You telling me Justin Jefferson ain't getting the ball, he gonna be okay? Jamar Chase gonna be no. And then when you really watch when we play, when we get AJ Brown involved, we smoke teams. Yeah. When we don't get him involved, we still win though. But when he's involved and Smitty's involved, we smoke teams. Why? Real quick, why? I be thinking like this. Because fans only know, this is what I had to learn also from TV. Fans don't care about that football stuff. They care about my team is the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm born in Philadelphia. My dad was an Eagle fan, so I'm an Eagle fan. My son gonna be, so they only care about the wins and losses column. But if I'm a player, I'm competing against other players. I want to be the best. And there's nothing wrong with wanting the ball. Dude's a beast. So I don't mind AJ. I don't want to see him leave. I think if he leave, we would be in trouble. I think we would.
Man, I say it this way. From Howie to Nick to any coach's staff or coaching member on that staff, they lucky that number 25 with the last name McCoy ain't in that locker room. Because what I know, I don't think he would be biting his tongue or holding his tongue saying, if I had 14 yards, 16 yards, winning or not. LeSean McCoy was a person that spoke his mind, and he was a person that you had to get the ball to. Mm-hmm. I've said this before, and I've been saying this all week. Nick Sirianni has done an amazing job with managing the egos. Because whether it's Jalen Hurts has been a diplomat with his answers, and rightfully so. Yeah. Saquon Barkley has been a diplomat with so many things that they tried to spin the narrative. Hey, why are you not getting involved? He had his first 100-yard rushing game last week. Yeah. And he understands this more than anything. It's like, we got so much talent that we can pick and choose who gets off and when they get off. When you see Devontae Smith, we don't really hear him talk. Old country dude. You know what I'm saying? Good old school brother. Now, A.J. Brown is the only one that is giving us the tea of the toxicity, and he's doing it still in a very political, silent protest way.
You're going to go on X.
And those are the things that you start to see. It's like, if it was anybody else, they would be screaming to the top of it. Man, listen, dog, I want to help the team my damn self. Not to say that, Shady McCoy would have did that. But I just know when you garner this, or when you have the skill set, guys want to make an impact on the team. Mm-hmm. And if I'm a receiver, I can block, but that ain't what you paid me the big bucks to do. Yeah. If I'm a running back, I will block, but that ain't what you paid me the big bucks to do.
But when does
but real quick, let me real quick think about this though. So, like, I'm a team guy though, right? But why are you paying him $30 million a year if we not gonna use him? We might as well go out there and get a young rookie to go out there and block. Right? You paying Smitty $26 million a year? Like, you built this team up to use them. And I won't even talk about the players like that, you know what I mean? Because those are my special relationships. But if you think that a player of the magnitude of these guys we talking about, getting 16 yards, 15 yards, and they get on the mic and they say, hey, we won the game, that's all that matters. And they smiling. If you think that player don't go home to his homeboys, to his mom, to his dad,
what are we doing?
And complain.
And what are we doing?
What are we doing? That means you don't care about being the best. You don't care about that.
Because this is what you have to understand, Peggy. Yeah.
Tell me that from the player's perspective. I really want to hear this.
Because listen,
manage that.
Yeah. No. I give you one better.
What's up?
There's a viral moment, or there's a viral clip of this young man right here that I'm looking at in Shady McCoy. And it had 2 words, crazy work, right? And if you don't know what I'm talking about, Google crazy work LeSean McCoy. When you have these type of clips, as a player, you keep the receipts. Oh, me going against that player, crazy work. Me doing this to this team, crazy work. It's the badge of honor to say, hey, bro, I put 150 yards up on y'all. Y'all couldn't have been that dominant. Hey, bro, this is the same team that was trying to say that I didn't have it still, or the person that gave up on me. I put up these type of yards. That's our badge of honor as players to say, like, yo, even when I was getting double teamed, 4th and 1, 3rd and inches. It didn't matter. The whole stadium knew, and they homegirl and homeboy. I was getting the ball. And I still did what I was supposed to do. So from the player standpoint, as competitors, yes, did the team win? And I'm not promoting isolated kind of controversy, but what I am saying is you have alphas in us all. Everybody wants to help. Everybody wants to do their just due. So when we do have those kickbacks at the end of the game, there's not a better feeling when you know you had a great game individually and y'all won.
But when is it too much as the ego?
Because the thing, they don't give him they don't give him. I ain't even saying like I got a ball out every game, right? But real quick, they don't scheme up AJ. That's my thing. If AJ had 18 yards and they gave him 10 targets, I'm cool with that. Yeah. If you watch the Jamar Chases, you watch all them type of dudes.
They gonna get that.
They scheming up for him. They trying to get him involved. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yo, so it's like, if he don't ball out, I'm okay with that. But at least try to get one of your best players to rock, and that's it.
But when does it become too much though?
And there's this. Hey, bro, you had a bad game. We still have to.
Right. Because that happens.
It happens. You know, I remember when Shady was playing, he was one of those players, bro. Like he was an anomaly because how he ran with the ball like this, bro. Like real talk. And then when they tried to from the outside looking in, when they told him to start tucking it, that's when he fumbled. You see what I'm saying? It's like this dude was really an guy exactly. with the football in his hands. And dog, there's when I think about shifty guys, there is a tier Barry Sanders. All right, you go Reggie Bush. All right, you cannot mention these type of players without mentioning LeSean.
Whoa,
What?
Whoa, hold up. Hold on. Take it easy.
What's up?
Hold up. You said it's a tier of shiftiness. You said Barry, who's number one. You know what I'm saying? He up there.
I never use numbers.
He never used numbers.
I never use numbers.
He just
never use numbers.
Okay, because I
never use numbers.
My fault.
He ain't put Bush above you, brother.
No, because I'm saying because it should be like Barry.
Then Bush
should be like Marshall.
No, bro.
Because and Reggie, I looked up to Reggie, but he ain't. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Can I finish my point? Because you abruptly cut me off. You I mean.
Brother Shady said, hold on.
Whoa. You know what I mean? Like, we gonna keep it we gotta do a review. Throw the red flag, do that again.
Hey, hold on. I never use numbers. But this is the point that I'm saying. When you're talking about shifty running backs, let's just talk about running backs as a whole, but let's just specifically talk about the shiftiness. There's the Barry Sanders, there's the Reggie Bush, you cannot mention none of those guys' names without mentioning LeSean McCoy. Mm-hmm. And this is the thing too, and I've seen it firsthand. Christian McCaffrey and LeSean McCoy has this, nice. I don't know what it is in moves, but it's like when you raise up, oh my God. In the open field, bro, I swear on everything I love, there's not a lot of players that can do it. Like you got the dead leg or you got this step. But bro, if they get you in the open field and they square your shoulders up and they raise up, it's almost like a cobra. Yeah. Bro, they can go him or they go to double him, and then you're going with them. Yeah. Where the ghost was.
Yeah, hot sauce you, bro.
No, I'm not. Bro, real talk.
No, he telling the truth. Because I watch Christian now.
Bro, he back on track now, huh, Shady? He back on track.
And that's the
point. Now we clicking again. Because he had me for a second. And look, because I love Reggie, so I can't shade Reggie. That's my dude. You know what I mean? But we had these talks. I'm like, yo, your shakes ain't like mine in the league. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So it's just levels. But I will say this though. I met Christian McCaffrey as rookie. Wait, what happened? No, wait.
Hey, that's subtle.
No, what?
That subtle, it's levels was a little jab, but go ahead. I'm sorry. Keep
going. No, it's for sure. It's definitely levels for sure. But when I met Christian his rookie season, he was like, "Yo, I modeled my game after yours." And when I watched him really play, I'm like, "Damn, he ain't lying." Like the whole setup, you know what I mean? Like you see it. I ain't gonna lie though. For him to be a white boy, I'm like, yo, who, bro? But then you learn who his dad is. Oh, okay, it's in your genes. I get it.
No, he's different. Bro, listen. And I would challenge anybody. Check this out, bro. I would challenge even though that the game didn't count, when you mean or when you say crazy work, Google preseason game, Carolina Panthers versus the Philadelphia Eagles, right? LeSean McCoy has this, I don't know if it was sweet, I don't know if it was a flat screen or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, when I mean, it was almost as if it was snipers that was just, man, so many people touched the earth. He was dropping them. Him, you stay right there. Him, you stay right there. And it was like, yo, he's doing this to professionals.
This is like little kids.
No. Like, so when you're talking about fans or when you're talking about guys who really did it at a high level, when you start talking about, like, bro, you cannot forget. Without Barry, there's none of the people that I mentioned, but without none of the people I mentioned, the Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alvin Kamoras, these tweener running backs that really not just was a shifty back, was an all-around back. Because some guys can run strong, but they can't catch. Yeah. Some guys can catch, but can't run between them tackles.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying?
But they back now though. I was talking about the running backs the other day, man. It's so many good ones. Like you got the OGs like the Saquons and even Derrick Henry, but dudes like Gibbs is like that.
Bijan.
You got dudes like Bijan, serious. But yo, Jonathan Taylor though, dog.
Oh my
he's serious.
Oh my
Yo, she's serious. You know what's is nice too though? I only seen 2 running backs. I'm like, damn, they remind me of myself. I thought McCaffrey's one of them. And this is dude, yo. Bucky Irvin, dog. Like, so here I'm about to say, not all the but it's more of like he make you miss in a phone booth. I say shake a dude that it might not get the highlights that you saying can, but he's right next to me though. Yeah. Like he can punch me. But I give you a shoulder or pause ahead and you going for it.
Yeah.
He give you that.
Bro, and the thing even about Bijan that when you really
Bijan nice.
Bijan is different.
He's not he got that in him, but it's his change of direction.
Stop and go somewhere else.
It's like
stop on a dime.
Body contort. It's like how he can get. They would always say this in the running back room that I took, obviously being a runner. You have to know how to get skinny, right? And shimmy through like an offensive line and stop. And I'm running this way, but my radar of people that's around me, I am so in tune. I see you even if I'm not looking at you. And I'm going to break you off. It's something to marvel at, bro.
Yeah, he's probably Bijan. I would say this though. He's probably, in my opinion, people might not like it. He's probably the most complete running back out of everybody. The most complete. He runs, he blocks, he catches, he shake you, he run you over, he break tackles, he's physical, he's elusive. He got decent speed. He's probably the most. He run routes.
Yeah.
He probably for the best all around running back.
The game is changing right before our eyes, man. Hey, right before we let us go, I wouldn't be me if I don't ask the question that I know is gonna be in the comments. Was that serious? Like, were y'all really, you know what I'm saying, a little chippy?
What you talking about?
You and Emmanuel Acho, you know, at the speakeasy, and he was like, yo.
You got baptized? I was talking about the baptized situation?
Yeah, what your uncle told you?
Like, nah, so what happened was, they blew it out of proportion, but my boy, he kind of, that's my guy, some things I guess he's not over yet. But he was saying something between the lines like, Shady, you a sinner, and now we just talking trash. Like,
Rose talk, yeah.
What we doing?
That's how we do it?
I'm like, damn, dog. Do you sin? Like, you know what I mean? But that's my dog. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I didn't know it was gonna go like that. It just reacted. Yeah. You know how that be?
But was the emotion real though? That's all I want to know. Because it's like, hey,
yeah. No, you know what though? I will say this. He talking to me now. He talking to me now. Yeah. It's my boy. He talking to me now. We all go through that. Yep. You ain't have a game where you and your man. Listen, me and Jack, that's probably like my best friend. Yeah. And we would do it. He might, we saying this, saying that. He might not talk before the whole week, and then next week he come over hugging me.
We on back on top.
Y'all good.
Yeah,
we on good terms.
Hey, let me put it like this. Let me bring y'all into the locker room real quick, and this is my last thing. Guys like LeSean McCoy, guys like Cam Newton, in the locker room, you don't want to be around us. Why? Because I'm going to tell you what it is. If something happened or something pop off, damn, bit, bro, what happened to you? Boy, I looked on Twitter, boy, hey, boy, what that was, boy?
You're hot right now.
Hey, boy, your BM getting a little rambunctious, ain't she? I'm the instigator. I'm the one that's in the meetings that got a little light heart. Huh? Peanut butter skin. Hey, boy, hold on, slow down now, boy. What you know that, boy? Especially if you slap me first. Well, it's like, hold on.
Oh, come on, man.
You got a glass house now, the glass jaw.
Come on, man. What you ain't play? I said, dog, you ain't play all defense. You hit me, I can't hit you back.
I can't hit you back.
But you know what, though? I would say this. I said, yo, if you went to public school and you from the inner city, like that's normal. We talking trash. Like,
you got to be ready for that. When
all.
you start swinging, start saying stuff,
normal
you got to be ready.
And if you already spent your spade.
But look, he talking to me now, though.
That's
you know what I mean?
good.
I call him right now, he going to pick up.
Not, you feel me?
You tigger this.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, before we get out of here, brother, I definitely wanted to chime in about your foundation. We heard that you got a gala on the way. Man, break that down. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so Shades of Greatness, man, we've been doing a lot of different things. The inner cities, we always try to help out. Whatever the service is, maybe for Thanksgiving, feeding families, for Christmas, adopting families. We're always trying to generate and do different things. You know, I lost my grandma to ALS. So we've been constantly trying to get more awareness out there and donate a lot of money to them. And then the last piece we've been doing is those things are all temporary. I just talked about. We try to do things that's going to last a lifetime. And we've been doing affordable housing. Matter of fact, I think T.I. did something like that in Atlanta, affordable house. So we just built a 50 unit, about a $17 million affordable houses for people that maybe can't afford it, to help them out. So now these kids, when they go home, they're not going to the pissy hallways, not going to the drug infested areas. We knocking all them houses down. We built in a brand new apartment. So now kids go out there and ride their bikes and it's safe. Things like that, giving people in the community different jobs, right? Corner stores, right? All type of different things. So that's kind of why this gala is for, raise money and for my foundation and also to service the community.
Right, man.
Matter of fact, Cam Newton, first of all, congratulations, though. The whole thing of Auburn, retiring your jersey, no, that's big, though. Boy, I almost cried, boy. I almost cried for you. But I'm going to need some jerseys signed so we can give out and raise some money for it, because I know you care about the people in the community. So
And do.
I'm going to get on your line and send you that, man, for sure.
Whatever you need. My boy, I got you, man. Man, Shady McCoy, ladies and gentlemen, man, appreciate you, bro. Make sure you tap in with everything that he has going on. We'll definitely put all his information in the link in the description. Bro, Shady, appreciate you, dog.
Appreciate your brother.
My dog, appreciate y'all. Y'all be safe, brother.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for having me.
Is that it, Peggy?
That's it,
I said, is that it, Peggy?
That's it, boo.
What if you don't mind? Add a finger, hey. Add a finger, hey.
Oh,
Add a finger,
okay,
hey.
okay.
Add a finger, hey. Add a pinky, yeah. Add a pinky, yeah. Add a pinky, yeah. Add a pinky, yeah.
Okay.
Add a thumb. Mm-hmm. Add a thumb. Add a. All together.
One love. You dig. And that's our wrap.